بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, when I was sitting here watching all of you, I went back a few years, maybe even 20 years ago, when I was a student at the Commandant General Staff College. And we used to love places like this. We used to call big lectures the big sleeping room. So bear with me, please, and try to resist that temptation. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it really gives me great pleasure to be invited back to the beautiful and historical city of Cambridge to speak to this distinguished audience. Thank you, Dr. Abdulaziz Sagar, and thanks to all the GRC staff for their excellent preparation and hospitality. I have been asked to give a general update and then say a few words about the GCC initiative in Yemen. I was also asked to address the audience in English. So, again, bear with me. I will cover the remarks in reviewing the GCC policy and strategy, and then we'll talk about, because it's important that we understand how the decision is being made, what is the decision-making process in the GCC. And then we will look at the Yemen's conflict mediation process. I will cover factors that were helpful in ensuring the success of the initiative and lessons learned. And of course, I know as scholars and academians, you will be interested in seeing if I think of any areas for some research. So that will be my presentation. It is almost a year since I was last here, and my God, what a 12 month they have been. For the world, for the region, and for me personally. The global financial crisis appears to be nowhere near to being solved. Oil and gas prices seem to fluctuate in response to almost any factor, helped no doubt by speculation. International banks swing from one crisis to another. On the security front, we appear to be in as difficult position as when I last spoke here, with Syria, Afghanistan, Iran, and piracy. Those countries affected by the Arab Spring still have some way to go before true stability prevails. When I last spoke and gave a brief overview of the GCC, I did so with all the authority of someone who had been in the appointment barely a couple of months. Now, 12 months older and with less hair, I am glad to expand and add to what I said about the GCC. The time has allowed me the opportunity to consider closely and articulate all we do and why we do it. Starting with the main threats and challenges that we face regionally, I will cover them regionally, internationally, and internally. Regionally, the conditions and negative attitudes in some neighbor states still continue. The Middle East peace process is a challenge. The international strategies in our region is a challenge. Internally, we are facing sectarian challenges, employment problems, potential shortages in food and water, security of energy resources, and globally, the environmental conditions, terrorism, international organized crime, financial and cyber crime, nuclear and weapons of mass destruction proliferation. We in the Gulf see them as opportunities, calling for focus and strengthening of our cooperation between our member states and also between the GCC and other international regional nations and blocs. There are 4 points which I believe are important to always consider. First, after more than 31 years of existence, our nations are more unified than ever, aware of our international responsibilities, speak with the same voice on all important global and regional issues and matters. We are an integral part of the Arab and Islamic world. We are situated at the epicenter of a turbulent region and understand the strength, weaknesses, and challenges posed. We are in a strong position to assist with solutions and are able to provide a unique contribution to building secure and stable Middle East and Arabian Gulf. Third, human values are at the top of our agenda. We cherish our citizens who are an essential source of GCC development. Fourth, our leaders have shown the political will to rise above the national levels. Our vision in the GCC is to achieve and maintain prosperity in the widest sense, economic wealth for each nation and citizen, opportunities to satisfy aspirations, equal opportunities for education, health, employment, and social services, all within the boundaries of a safe and secure environment and political stability. That's our vision. We have 5 goals that I would like to review. These are strategic goals. Our first goal is to secure the GCC against all threats, external aggression, or terrorism, or serious organized crime, to name few. And in the area of crime, we are looking into forming a GCC pole similar to the Europol. Our principles is an attack in one is an attack on all. Tension should be resolved through political dialogue. Reject regional and international domination of the Arabian Gulf, and reject interference in our internal affairs. We develop our capabilities, especially the military, to be able to stand on our own, should our friends' assistance not be available immediately or when needed, for whatever reason. Strengthening and enhancing our combined and joint capabilities. We continue to develop and improve the Peninsula Shield Force. We are establishing Regional Maritime Coordination Center, considering a joint response to CBRN threats, working towards a regional integrated air and missile defense system. Our second strategic goal is to sustain and increase economic growth. Economic resilience demonstrated in weathering the global financial crisis. We concentrate on diversification, moving from resource-fed to knowledge-led economies, promoting ethos of economic innovation, encourage internal investment, easier cross-flow of labor, and closer custom union. The custom union was launched in 2003. Trade between states increased from about $30 billion in the year 2003 to approximately $90 billion in the year 2011, which is about 20% annual growth. GCC Common Market was established in the year 2008. Intra-GCC investment increased since then by about 50%. Movement of GCC nationals increased. Trans-GCC railway is being built as a system, and interlinked power grid has been commissioned. The GCC is working towards a GCC economic citizenship. The third goal is to encourage and maintain a high level of human development. We consider human being to be our single most valuable asset. It impacts on every other goal in social, political, economical, and security. We try to provide the best in education, healthcare, housing, and community services, and with no taxes, by the way. Eradicating unemployment, enhancing chances for youth. And under our common market, citizens now have the right to equal treatment in all member states, whether in the area of education, medical, healthcare, investment, owning property, etc. And we encourage innovation. Our strategic goal, number 4, is to improve the GCC resilience against all risks, improve public safety. We try to develop strategies for risk awareness and risk management and crisis management. Establishing a GCC emergency risk management center, which will be established in Kuwait. And we are working on a GCC-wide risk register. This will make all of us more risk aware. And we are trying to establish a GCC radiation monitoring system. Last strategic goal is to strengthen the international status of the GCC. GCC readiness to contribute to the solution of regional and global issues. I think we are ready. Many of you will be aware of the recent work we have carried out in the development assistance program, for example, and donations for humanitarian and development aid throughout Africa and Asia. An active role in assisting our international partners with political challenges. High-profile examples is, of course, Libya, Yemen, and our work with the Arab League towards a solution in Syria. We share the grave international concerns surrounding Iran and continue to do everything we can to cooperate with the international community to attempt to ease these tensions. This leads to the detail of GCC involvement in Yemen.